Paper gameplay.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to some paper legacy gameplay, which is something you don't very often see at all amongst the Magic community outside of GPs, Magic Fests, and your mum's basement. Me, myself, and John the Baptist.
Yes, hello.
So we're playing some legacy. I'm playing mono red Stompy, or red prison, or free win red, or draw all your mana and not play any threats. And John is playing a deck that I think has a slightly better matchup against this than this has against it, which you're playing.
I'm playing BUG Nic Fit.
BUG Nic Fit. He's playing a weird Nic Fit, and by weird, I mean I told him to play Pir and Toothy over the weekend. He played it and it was amazing.
Yeah.
The cards are pretty good.
Undeniably a blast to play with.
So the comment section might be more excited about your deck than mine, because mine's pretty standard. I mean, mine is also called 8 Rabble, so it also has quite...
8 Gobbo.
Yeah, some very exciting... at the GP on the side event, I managed to go turn 1 War Boss, turn 2 Rabble Master, and I just shit them to death. I just shit goblins all over the place, and they were like, well, that's a lot of goblins.
That's a deluge.
I think it was turn 3 or 4, and I hit them for like 18 or something, and they were like, well, that was a GG. it was strong, shall I say? It was strong. I think you have a favourable matchup because Pernicious Deal is very good at destroying my lock pieces. Also, if I don't lock early enough and apply pressure, Nic Fit doesn't necessarily care because he can play 5 mana and 4 mana threats in the form of Planeswalkers. You're playing the typical Nic Fit stuff. I'll put it on screen now as we talk about it. You're playing Veteran Explorer, Cabal Therapy. You have to do that because we're covering the screen. John's doing a very sexy hand gesture, like I don't know. The Generation games, the company toy comes down the conveyor belt.
Conveyor belt.
There's a British reference that no one else fucking like doing this things. So you're playing a Nic Fit, so you've got Veteran Explorers, Cabal Therapies, and Greens and Sinners as the main core of the deck. You've got Pernicious Deal as one of your core interactions. You've got multiple Planeswalker threats. And then you've got things like Pir and Toothy, Scavenging Ooze, Vexage, to give yourself utility off the Green Suns.
Yes.
That's basically
exactly
the deck in a nutshell.
Yes.
I'm playing 8 Soul Lands, Mountains, Simian, Spirit Guides for more mana sources, and Chrome Moxes, so half my deck is practically mana. The other half, back quarter of it, is threats. So about 8 Rabble Masters. We're talking about 4 Chandra, Torch of Defiance. We've got a couple of Khans in there, Quicksmith Rebel, a Pir and Kirin Nalar. I'm not playing Snaring Bridge main, which is normally one of the lock pieces. I'm just playing the typical 4 Chalice. I'm playing 2 Trinisphere, and I'm playing, what's the other lock piece? Blood Moon. I'm playing 8 Moon. So 8 Moon, 8 Rabble. That's a good name for the deck as well.
Yes.
Right, we've shuffled profusely.
Yes.
I've rambled about the decks.
Extreme
Shall
shuffling.
we present... Wow, John, there's some expensive cards in there, John.
Yeah, there's some expensive cards in there as well. Right, you have to beat 4.
My deck's pretty budget, except for just 4 reserved list cards, because Wizards don't care about the player base. I rolled a 9 there. I don't know if you can see, because John decided to use the worst fucking dice for the camera. John, never use those again, John. Okay. All right, I've told you, this is the contract. The contract, John.
Your video.
My video.
Bring your own dice.
Oh shit, they can see when I adjust my cock.
Oh no.
As some of you may know, I wear quite tight jeans. The reason for that is trying to make myself unable to have children by the time Steph wants them. And I'm like, oh, whoopsie.
Whoopsie.
Only kid. I do want kids. I just fucking hate them. Right. Let's look at opening hands. I'm going to present my hand to the camera and then tell you whether I'm going to keep it. Here is... John, look away. Look away.
I'm not looking.
Autofocus. Autofocus. So I've got mana sources and spells. Much like any good Magic hand. I think this is just about keepable.
Okay, here's my hand. I will be keeping this. I'm not sure. Oh, let's get rid of the glare. I'm not sure if this is good enough, but we'll see. We'll see.
Right, are you ready, Jonathan?
Yes.
I'm going to leave with Ancient Tomb.
Yep.
How do we look on camera? We look good on camera. We look good on camera.
Wonderful.
I am then going to play a Chrome Mox, exiling Simian Spirit Guide.
Yep.
I'll make 3 mana.
Yep.
And I'm going to cast. I've got 2 3-mana spells, so I'm actually thinking. I'm not pausing for dramatic effect. I'm thinking whether I play Lock Piece or play Proactive Threat. Trinisphere.
Lock piece. Okay. Beep boop.
Indeed. Ancient Tomb actually hurts us. So the deck plays 2 types of Soul Land. The City of Traitors and the Ancient Tomb. I've played these quite a bit on the channel before. I've played this deck on the channel before through a video and through streams. And I've played Eldrazi Stomping on the 24-hour stream as well, which is going up as we record this. It's going up today, actually. Okay, untap. I'm going to present the exile card with an upside down like this.
Sure.
I'm going to draw for the turn. I'm going to draw more mana sources because that's what the deck's all about. I'm going to take 2 damage and play a war boss.
Beep boop.
I'm going to go to combat and trigger.
Sure.
I'm making a gobbo played today by Japanese Pikachu in a Mario outfit.
Thank you,
And he's
Pikachu.
going to twat you. He's going to gob you for 1.
Okay, I got gobbed.
Go ahead.
Don't want to say that again.
I'll gobble over you, John, if I get the chance.
Please don't say that either.
Ghost Quarter.
Go ahead.
Wee-wah. Okay, untap. Draw for turn.
Yep.
That's not a Rabble Master. That's a shame. Play a mountain.
Yep.
Combat.
Yep.
Trigger.
Yep.
Here's a full art Mario Pikachu, Japanese Pikachu
Good job,
Mario.
Pikachu.
Go to combat.
Yep.
Attack you. Trigger. Mentor.
Yep.
And let's put a dice. We've already run out of play area. I'm going to slow my deck over here. Who needs a graveyard when you've got goblins? I'm going to mentor here to this dude here.
Yes.
So going to damage.
Yep.
2, 3, 4, 5. Boop. Go ahead.
Draw a card.
Don't play a deed, bro. So Pernicious Deed would be the worst thing to see out of John here, I think, off the top of my head. Other things I can deal with, I can play around. That's not a black source, that means this is probably not a deed. That's a tropical island.
Oh, fucking Trinity.
Scoozy.
Go ahead.
Untap. Draw for turn. Play a mountain. I'm going to go to combat.
Yep.
Trigger.
Sure.
Make a goblin.
Yep.
Now, the great thing about Mentor is it doesn't make the other goblins attack. Only the combat goblin that's coming this turn.
Yes.
So I can swing at you now. You can block the war boss. Your screws would die and take a load of damage. I can swing without the war boss. So that's swinging for 5. You might block a 1, take 3. That doesn't seem great. If the war boss and the screws die, I've still got 5 damage on board. Yes, I'm going to go to combat and swing.
Yep.
I'm not sure how correct this is. War boss and 3 goblins. I'm going to trigger Mentor and I'm going to put another dice over here.
Block here, take 5.
So these both die. And you take 5 and go to 9. Go ahead. Basically, with Prison, it's kind of like normal red decks in the sense that you have to try and pressure them to death before we get there. No black source means no deed. What's this going to be? 3 mana. It's an Eternal Witness. Get back Scoots.
Turn it back to hand.
Sure.
Go ahead.
Untap. So I want to draw a threat here of some description. That is a pretty good magic card. I'm going to play City of Traitors. Now, I could wait till after I've activated Khan Jonathan to play the land, but I've actually done it so I don't hurt myself with the Ancient Tombs in case you get back into this game. So, Khan is on 5.
Yep.
Starts on 5. I'm going to tick up. Reveal the top 2 cards of my library.
Yep.
And an opponent, I believe that's going to be you, chooses one of them and puts into my hand.
You can have this. Funnily enough, you can have that.
The Chrome Mox goes to hand, the Legion War Boss goes under the Khan. I'm just going to leave the Khan there, as it's going to be the bit about this game that gets discussed and attacked and things. I'm going to combat, John.
Sure.
Attack you for 5.
Sure. I'll block one of these and take 3.
Sure, you take 3.
Beep.
Boop, boop. I'm going to be confusing and change that one to 1. Go ahead.
I'm going to Ghost Quarter one of my forests.
Sure. Get a deed.
I'm going to get a swamp.
A deed enabling Swampy Swamp.
Let's get a swamp. What? Almost worried that you were playing Lean and Arbiter for a second there. Feeling like, knowing you too well. It's like, is he going to...
Can you imagine Cat Stompy?
Oh.
Maybe we should try that.
What, mono white cat stompy?
Just like Brimaz's War Leaders, that new War Leader.
I mean, there's anti-synergy between Blood Moon and...
You don't play Blood Moon. So the white Soldier Stompy decks play Suppression Field.
Oh, of course, that's
So you play Suppression Field in an Arbiter. Can you imagine trying to crack a fetch through that?
Oh, pay 2 to crack a match. Pay 2 to search for library.
Yeah, pay 4 mana to do it.
Untap.
Yep.
Draw a card. Okay, lads, we're getting there. Pernicious Deed.
Sure.
Crack Pernicious Deed.
Sure.
Go ahead.
I lose Chrome Mox and my 2 Gobbos.
Yeah.
You are safe for this turn, because otherwise you're going to get hit for 5.
Yeah. That's
I'm going
exiled.
to put that into exile, which is going to be sideways above my graveyard. Can the camera see it? The camera can see it! Whoa! Untap. Draw for turn. It's going to be a threat, John. It's going to be a threat. It's kind of a threat, John. It's kind of a threat. I'm just going to hover up there. Right, okay.
The camera was in agreement.
A War of Invention, some might say. That's not really what it is, because I'm not playing War of Invention.
No, that's triple blue.
That's in mono blue artifact stompy.
Yeah.
I guess if you play what's it called? There was a deck.
There's
There's a Tezzeret versions. But people playing Mirari's Conjecture. So you play all these chrome boxes and stuff, and then transform into 5/5s.
Antiquities board and stuff as well.
Yeah, Antiquities board. That's it.
Yeah,
Not Conjector.
yeah.
Different card. Conjector's about spells. Antiquities board's about
Yes.
artifacts. I'm going to tick down Khan
Yep.
to 5
Yep.
to choose this.
Get your body back.
Yeah. Don't drop it, Vince. You madman. War boss.
Sure.
Go to combat.
Yep.
1 you. Beep. Go ahead, Jonathan. I will pass the turn. I don't know why I'm calling you Jonathan. I never call you Jonathan. I'm calling you John T, John the Baptist, or shithead.
The last one's a bit mean.
Lads on tour, insult your friends. Right. What's the
This
three
is so bad.
Yes!
Go ahead.
3-mana veteran explorer. Right, untap. So next draw, Chandra or Quick Rebel ready to kill it and get through for damage. So draw for turn. Oh look, it's Chandra. Whee!
Oh, what?
I didn't do it last turn either. That was literally off the top. 2 mountains and a city of traders. To play Chandra. I'm now. What I should have done. That was actually just too hasty. I should have ticked up Khan. Let's tick up Khan. But then you would see a Chandra, put it under it. I'll play the other Chandra. It would be much more mean killer. Rabble Master or a mountain.
You can have the mountain.
Thanks, John.
That's alright.
Do you know what one of the coolest things about Khan is? Is that the silver counters from Khan stay on them. So
You
you play a
do.
second Khan.
You can still cast the things.
You
can
can
still get things
indeed.
back.
I don't have
Yes.
the mana to play Khan and cast the Rabble though.
Yes.
Oh no, I do. Do I have that? Oh shit, John, I do.
You do.
Thanks to
Oh.
everyone's favourite veteran. Does that kill you? I think it does. So I'm gonna down tick Chandra to shoot this dead.
Right.
We both get 2 basic lands.
I'm
You
not
might-
feeling good.
You might have an Assassin's Trophy in hand, I guess, which could stop me from just killing you this turn.
I'm not feeling good about this.
So, just so everyone knows at home, City of Traders does not sacrifice if you get lands off of other means like fetches, veterans, or Assassin's Trophy or Path to Exile. It does trigger when you play the land. It's specifically when you play the land as your land drop. Weird, I know. I don't really know if there's any other cards like land magic. I guess Zeusa and Oracle play with the land drop functionality of the game, but that's about that.
I mean, there's a difference between a land coming into play and playing a land. So.
Indeed. Indeed there is. Oh no, I can't do that because the Chrome box in my hand can't make any mana. So I can down tick here, get the Rabble, play the Khan in my hand. No, sorry, I've opted to play the Khan in my hand, down tick, get the Rabble, and I'm still a mana short. Oh, John! I don't get to have my cake and eat it.
Oh no, how unfortunate.
I'm still going to do combat though.
Yes.
Trigger Religion War Boss. Oh, you are dead. Oh, you're dead anyway.
Yeah. I was hoping for you to fuck up somewhere. Just go like, oh, only attack for like 1.
I just wanted to get my fucking Rabble online as well.
I also can't cast Assassin's Trophy. Trinisphere.
Sweet. I didn't cast a Chrome Mox in my Trinisphere, did I? No, I cast it to
Before,
to
yes.
cast my Trinisphere.
Yes.
Good game one. Good game one.
Good,
so
good.
for those at home who don't know, we're playing best of 5 today. Best of 5s. We get a fair look at our decks. Because that was pretty good for me, and I just don't feel like the next game's going to go that well. So we're going to do 2 or 3 pre-board. Pre-board's your most... No, post-board is your most commonly played, isn't it? So we should do 2 pre-board, 3 post-board.
Sure.
Cool. Let's do another pre-board then, John.
Oh.
I guess I've gone first the first time round, so you get to go first the second time round?
And also I lost, so that was,
Well, alright. No need to tell everyone at home and wallow in self-pity, John.
That's how I live.
You feed off of it.
Endlessly wallowing in
Like a fucking
self-pity.
like a golem dressed up in ordained Baptist clothing, just like wallowing in self-pity at the loss of his precious. That's a Photoshop image right there, John.
Please
Your
don't.
face on a
No,
golem
no.
wearing a priest outfit. Maybe I shouldn't have said it because someone else will hopefully
Someone
do it.
will do it. No, you're
Someone in the
fans.
Discord will be like, alright then.
Bunch of wankers.
If you're watching this, I'll put some cards on screen for you to go watch some other Nic Fit gameplay, some Pir and Toothy gameplay in Bant mid-range, and some Mono Red Stompy gameplay. I will play BUG Nic Fit on the channel. I did play it through some leagues just after the Bant Pir video went up, Pir and Toothy, but I fucking lost like every game. So I don't mind showing my losses, but I'd rather play a deck that actually isn't going to screw people over FNM. Because many people have built Bs and then be like, I can't seem to win a game with it. I'm like, I'm not surprised. Right, you're on the play, sir, yeah?
Yes.
So also what we're doing as well for the pre-board games, post-board games are obviously very different. For the pre-board games, we're playing as if it's on the blind,
Yes.
right? So I will play Blood Moon on turn 1 wherever I can, even though it's actually not that good against a deck that plays like 7 basics. And you will obviously not be blind naming Blood Moon or Chalice off of your Cabal therapies. You'll probably teach you good habits of playing them second game, right?
Yeah. I cannot keep this hand. This hand, I mean, everything costs like 3 mana.
Well, it plays on Chalice.
It does.
But blind, you'd probably be run over by anything.
Yeah. I mean, there's an admission here that playing blind against someone who you know is playing something is quite difficult.
Yes.
So,
Well, imagine you're playing against D&T and all your cards cost 3 and they play like Vial turn 1, Port turn 2.
Yeah.
Start porting you, make a Thalia, and you're just like, why have I kept this?
Yeah.
While John deliberates, we will be playing more and more legacy paper gameplay. We'll probably try and film at least once a month for some paper, maybe 2 games at a time.
Yeah.
We're going to hopefully film some Minicube today, camera tech permitting, and microphones, etc. So there will be more paper stuff coming to the channel because we need to keep legacy alive, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
Because I've heard so much doomsaying and naysaying about not only legacy but modern as well, with the MTGGO crashes and stuff. And it just makes me sad, John.
Yes.
It makes me very sad.
Legacy is a very fun format. And
It is.
Despite the price tag, it's worth building towards.
I mean, if it does die out as a competitive format, one of the upsides is that one of the downsides is that all these cards that cost money probably won't cost money, which means that people have sunk money into it, which is a sad thing. But B, it means that people might just play more.
More legacy because it gets cheaper again.
Yeah, cheaper again. There might be waxing away and proximity as well. Proxies.
This hand's a risky.
I said
lad.
proximity because I looked over there and saw that you've got the Ditto Magikarp plush.
Oh yeah.
I was like proximity. Just lost my train of thought. You keeping that? Well, I'm keeping this. This is a risky keep. So this is my risky keep for everyone at home. It's risky because this card here, obviously plus this, means that I might be out of the game.
Yeah.
After.
Okay, so there's a card here. I'm gonna say, don't worry, it's in here for a reason. But
What?
yeah, lands and spells, lands and that spell, lands and spells.
Okay.
Let's keep it. I'm gonna scry.
Is it diabolic intent that you're talking about?
No.
Because obviously we've discussed this quite a bit, so I'm wondering if I know what you're talking about.
We're good to go.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Novette. Winning. I'm going to play City of Traitors.
Yep.
This is what I was worried about because I might have no mana. I'm going to play Chalice on 1.
Sure.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Untap. Draw for turn. Never did not have this, John. It would seem. Yeah, okay. Let's go Chromox, Exile Enchandra.
Yeah.
This is on 1, not 0. I had a panic attack there. I was like, what have I
I
done?
paid 2 mana. Don't use it with it.
2 red, Mountain, City goes away, Mountain, Chandra. Feels good, John!
That's gross.
I'm going to uptick Chandra to 5.
Right.
I drew this, so
Yeah.
this made the hand a lot better. To you. Beep boop. Go ahead.
Draw a card. It's not awful, honestly.
Don't trophy me, bro.
Go ahead.
Yes! No trophy one time! So play a City of Traitors that I also drew. So I drew this into this, which made my hand not at all risky. I guess, like I said, most of the deck is mana sources, right? So I
Yes.
should at some point have games where I just get to go, okay, I'll draw mana sources and it's fine.
Yeah.
Do I go absolutely mental?
Why not?
I can't. I'm 1 mana off, like, fucking going absolutely mental this turn, so I'm not going to do that. I'm going to tick Chandra up, 6 mana. 6 mana, 6 counters on there. Exile Simian Spirit Guide. Oh, man. That's the mana source I needed. Casting that seems bad, so I'm going to just 2 you.
Yeah.
I guess I just ensure myself against Pernicious Deed, right? Play a card.
Sure.
Seems good.
Seems pretty good.
Seems good. I've dodged the deed 2 games in a row thus far. I'm going to down tick him to 3
To make a friend.
to make a Khan Golem.
So
The constructs. The constructs.
Make a 3/3.
So it's a 3/3 at the moment.
Ooh.
Go ahead. Also, a 3 hits weak to deed. FYI.
Right. Let's kill this.
Chandra.
Chandra.
Sure. I go and find a basic land.
Yes.
Again, City of Traitors does not go. But there you go, guys. Some might say that was a Tron killer. Not that I had Tron. I guess Chalice plus 2 Walkers is kind of like Tron.
Yes.
Oh, I've got Khan in play. On turn 3? Yeah.
Yeah. Seems pretty good.
Just Tron.
Yeah. Just Tron. Literally just Tron.
Just Tron, mate.
Just Tron.
Practically Tron.
This is very awkward for me.
Your double blue does look a little bit like,
It's
what
so
the fuck are you
fucking
cast with
sad.
that?
I hate this. It's just...
Have you just naturally drawn into 2 islands, unfortunately?
Yes.
Are there only 2 islands in your deck?
Yes.
Unlucky!
Yeah, go ahead.
Untap. Draw for turn. Uptick Khan.
Yep. Give this.
Sure, thank you. This is exiled.
I don't think either
This is exiled.
you complain about not having a mana source free for it, so either one is a mana source.
I just want to play a Chrome Box for 0, exiling this. I don't know, I'm going to exile Sinister Ground deck. There's no point in not doing that.
Okay.
This is now a 1, 2, 3, 4, 4.
Yep.
Nope, play this.
Oh Christ.
Play Legion War Boss. There's not enough play space for I can't miss
get
it.
hit for 5 here, right?
Trigger this.
Get a goblin.
Attack you with a 1/1 and a 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. 5.
Sure, take 5.
Go ahead. Still soft to deed.
Okay. There's a card here that gets significantly worse the more you develop your board out. I'm going to go 10.
Is it Lily?
That would be telling.
Whenever I get something with you, you always just go quiet. You think about it. You think for a second, like, do I play into this and talk about it, and then you just don't say anything.
Right. How do I not die here? I need to just like...
I'm sorry, I'm having my cake, John.
That's okay.
I've just got my cake and I've just smeared all over my chest,
Is
John.
it a tasty cake? That's the question.
I don't know, driving at it yet. It's just covering my body. I'm rolling around in it, John.
Merrin.
Whew.
Not the worst, not the best.
A lot of decks tend to be surprised when Merrin comes out or scared, but at the moment, I'm just like, Stompy's going to stomp, mate.
Go ahead.
And tap.
Trigger. Nothing.
Oh
to
yeah,
return.
of course.
You remember this.
We're not. I will. If I remember, I will not let you forget to trigger this as well. I'm going to play a Pir and Toothy, making 2 thunders. John is stunned into silence, which grows this weirdly. It's pretty good.
I don't know. It's weirdly. It's just pretty good.
I'm going to move to combat.
Yep.
No, I'm not going to move to combat. That's stupid.
Good.
I'm going to down take this first.
Yep. Make another construct.
Then we'll move to combat.
Yep.
Take you for 2, 3, 4. Mental trigger. 4, and that's a mental trigger here. So 2, 3, 4, 5. And this is a 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is a 7, 7. Are you dead? Oh, you have to block the 7, 7.
I have to block the 7, 7 and take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yes, you do, John. Yes, you do. So did you take it?
Oh.
Go ahead.
Am I just dead? Am I just dead?
These are these are. Yes! People got there! So the thing is, like I said, I do think John is favoured if he gets deed and his mana works out right. It did not work out like that game. That was quite unfortunate for you. Don't lie. I'm using your tokens over here, John. Sorry.
My starting hand was literally like a Cabal Therapy and a Eldritch Reborn.
Maybe I'm overplaying how bad I think the matchup is on my side.
Yes.
It's a deed. Perhaps the chalices and the trinispheres generally do fuck you up enough
Yes.
that you don't get to do much.
Yeah. That was a bad hand for me anyway.
But instead, you kind of always want to lead the vet against me if you know it's what the deck is, because you want to be able to sack it for Cabal Therapy even if the Cabal Therapy doesn't resolve. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Like 5 cuts.
My sideboard is pretty garbage against you, though, to be honest.
Yeah?
Yeah. Because, like, I've got... So, for those at home who don't know, I'm playing Bridge in the side, which I don't think is the conventional logic for this archetype in the community around it at the moment. I got told at the GP that actually no one should be playing Khan, everyone should be playing Bridge's main. I think Khan's pretty good. I think Khan's better than people are giving it credit for. I guess it is anti-synergistic with Bridge, that's the problem. The problem with Bridge against Nic Fit is that Nic Fit has so many ways to remove it. It's got not only things like Maelstrom Pulse, Assassin's Trophy, and possibly Abrupt Decay as well, access to it. Those decks can also play things like Rexage, Random Acidic Slimes. It can play Vraska. It can play Vraska. It can play. There's one more. I'm just thinking about the one now. Oh, if you're not the BUG version, you've got Knight of Autumn as well. Quasali Pride Mage. There are so many ways to blow up a bridge. Obviously, these decks like to get 2 bridges into play and live that way. But then against your deck, Pernicious Deed destroys 2 bridges.
Yes.
So you can't just load up on bridges like you can against Death and Taxes. So bridge is actually quite bad against you, I think.
Yeah.
Someone in the comment section is going to tell me I'm insane. Obviously, I'm probably going to lose
they
some
say that
5/5.
anyway.
What's that?
They say that anyway. You're a nutter.
I'm probably going to lose to some 5/5 forests this game as well.
Maybe.
And then I'll be like, well, if only you had a bridge. But yeah, I just don't know if bridge is actually that good in the matchup. I guess if you play bridge alongside a transformer and a chalice, that makes it hard for you, perhaps. Yeah. People like the. Oh, do you like that? Oh. It's like Magic ASMR. This is going to sound really bad on the mic. I'm going to have to go down. Guys, that wasn't even these cards. That was my arsehole.
You had a curry last night.
I actually didn't. I had a cooked breakfast. We had a evening breakfast.
An evening breakfast.
Low-fat sausages, bacon medallion, some brown sauce, some hash browns, some tinned tomatoes. And that's it. John's throwing his cheap old legacy deck on the floor.
Cheap old.
Right. I think that's it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Just 2 cards.
My sideboard is so set up for like Death and Taxes and Reanimator. I'm just like, ugh. Okay.
I can't hold all these
I
cards.
want a lot of cards to come out. That's the thing.
Why is Niv so angry? He's in a bit of a mood, isn't he?
What's the artist for this card again? Svetlin Velenov. He also did the new Squee, didn't he? And they all look like frogs. And what Nicobolas is about, all of them got very flat, stunted, angry faces. Squee, Niv, and Nicobolas. Which made someone theorise that maybe all 3 of them are different people from different time periods in their life. Like perhaps it's Niv, but Niv if Squee was like 1,000 years old. Which doesn't make sense because Squee is 1,000 years old, I think.
Yeah.
In the
No,
plotline,
is he? Is he? I think he was made immortal because of.
He was made immortal.
Or someone, right?
No, he was made immortal to torture Khan. I think, if I remember correctly, he's one of the goblins that were put in like the cell with Khan.
Yeah.
So the reason Khan is a pacifist, if I remember correctly, I haven't read this. It's in the book I'm reading, but I haven't got this far. Right. I know that Khan is a pacifist because they put him into like a cell with a load of goblins, and make the cell rotate, so he's crushing and killing goblins all over the shop.
Yeah.
And therefore he feels bad about it.
Yeah.
And then he becomes a pacifist. And I think Squee is one of those. I think.
Right.
I could be wrong.
I thought Squee was made to be immortal so that he could be killed and tortured by someone like Volrath. I thought that was the whole point. In that he was a plaything.
No, but I thought Squee was in the stories before Volrath, because Volrath comes in when Gerard goes to.
Because Squee was introduced in Mercadian Masks.
Maybe? You know what? I'm not even sure. So perhaps this conversation needs to be paused until we look some shit up.
Who knows? Who knows? But yeah, I know Squee's immortal.
I started reading one of the books and Squee's not in it. But
I think that's
Khan
the case
is
for most of the books, though, isn't it? This book, 0 out of 10, Squee's not in it.
just reading Pride and Prejudice, no? 0 out of 10, no Squee.
or it's like Pride and Prejudice and Squee.
Pride, Prejudice, and the Goblin Immortal. Right,
Yeah.
I need to cut 2 cards.
Okay.
I think I cut Blood Moons against you.
Leave,
But basically, the theory
experts.
that he might grow up to be a Niv Mizzet is difficult for many reasons.
What,
First
if
of
you
all,
go for a goblin for a dragon?
I don't think... Unless, I guess, if he, like, a spark of life got moved or something. I don't
Well,
know.
he got a bit too
It's
close
a
to the
shit
Civic.
theory, alright?
He got too close to the Civic. They went, oi, let's turn this goblin into a dragon. What's going to happen?
They just stapled on some fucking bat wings, like some frog legs.
Shoot some electricity out.
But I guess it's as bad as like the fucking the snow globe that everyone's inside. There's always some bad fan theories, right?
Yes, of course.
Right. But no, maybe Squee wasn't one of the goblins that. Maybe the goblins that Khan killed while being tortured himself were not immortal ones, because then otherwise the whole pacifism thing wouldn't make any sense. If I was still alive, who cares?
Yeah. He'll come back.
Yeah.
I mean, it's unfortunate, but
Actually, the book I'm reading at the moment, they found Khan and he was like disabled. He was just a statue in a. That's why he does like pigeons, I think. He's a statue in a town. Oh no, is that different? Oh, I mixed that one with the game.
I don't know.
Fucking hell! I only read the book like 3 months ago, and I still can't fucking read any of it. Right, less books, more magic.
Less books, more magic.
Maybe we should do a thing where we just talk about the book. I have to recount the story to you, John, about the books, and you'll be like,
Oh God. So now we can play knowing, right? We've boarded for the matchup, so we can play knowing what we're
yes,
facing.
and you're on the draw, right? You're on the play.
I'm on
Sorry.
the play. Okay. I think I keep this. This allows me to do things. This is my hand. So let's make sure we're not glaring out everything. It's up nice and close. There we go. Certain issues with everything, but all told, I think
I can't keep this hand.
No?
Because it's got 3 cards I don't think are any good.
Oh.
So at that point, I'm like, well, I can waste these to play this.
Well, you brought these in against me.
I bought them in.
Oh, they're
for
marginally
basic
better than
moons.
what you've...
Marginally better than moons.
Yes.
Marginally. Then I had the last moon left. That was probably the worst post-board hand I've ever fucking seen. Present. Bend over, palm apart, presenting. A deck slides out. I'll have it in a Tesco's bag. A Tesco sandwich bag. K wide up. Lappy banded together. Right. This is remarkably better.
Okay.
Okay. This is my keep. Ladies and gentlemen.
It's whirring in approval.
I'll keep that on top.
Okay. Ready to go?
Maybe.
Go.
Draw for turn. So you haven't got a turn 1 play.
No.
So how good is Chalice? Maybe you wanted to wait till turn 2 to play it?
Go ahead.
Untap. What have you kept, John? What is this? Play another Agent 2.
Sure. Go for it.
Oh, fuck me. Take 2. Simeon.
Yep.
Trinisphere.
Sure.
Take 2.
Yep.
Simeon.
Sure.
War Boss.
Sure.
Move to combat.
Yep.
Trigger.
Yep.
Attack for 1. We go lands. I'm playing very far forward. Lock pieces, creatures.
Cool.
Go ahead.
You got cards in hand?
1 card in hand.
Okay. Yep.
Yes. You want 17. Haha! I'm still not winning. My lands are doing remarkably more damage than yours are. Green and black mana, John. That can only mean one thing. You're going to ass blast me harder, Daddy.
I can't.
I know you can't. I was hoping you would do it and I'm like, oh, you didn't say the magic word. The magic word is 1 extra mana. Why am I cutting you? So I don't trust you, John. Can't trust someone at the clergy. Whoa, controversial statements are up.
Tron has been assembled.
Yes, basic Tron.
Basic Tron. Okay.
Would you say you're basic Tron bitch, John?
No. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Shit the bed. Okay. Draw for turn.
Go ahead and shit the bed.
Go to combat trigger.
Yep.
Attack.
Okay.
Mental trigger.
On attack. Golgari Charm -1/1 to all creatures.
Oh, John. Yeah, sure. Take 1.
Yep.
Go ahead. I've never known whether to bring Golgari Charm in against this deck. I guess now it's 8 Rabble. You would, definitely.
Yeah.
Because in the past, guys, people have played 3 mana threats. So people have played...
Go ahead.
You played mana for it. They've played... what do you call it? Sin Podder.
Yep.
Thunderbreak Region. There's been a lot of options. I'm going to move to combat.
Yep.
Attack, trigger.
Yep.
Take 4. And I'll play Sorcerer's Spyglass.
Fuck off. Oh! Damn it!
What have we got? Oh, but there's like 2 options. You might not hit a land drop, to be fair. Yeah, you might not hit a land drop. If you hit a land drop, you play some rather immovable threats. There's actually more decision tree than it appears without me telling you what's in my hand.
Yeah.
Because in my hand I've got things I can deal with, like one or two of these, but not both. Let's name Lily.
Okay.
So social spyglasses on Lily. I'm just put that there so you remember. That's on Lily. And we'll remember it's on Lily. So guys at home, it's on Lily. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Okay. That is... To say it's a shame is an understatement. Nissa Vital Force. Should have named Nissa.
Let's untap this.
Sure.
Go ahead.
Untap. Draw for the turn. Yes. I was just thinking through.
Yeah, 3 mana, yeah.
Oh boy. So this is on the here.
Yep. Did I just tick my... I was on 12. I just ticked that by accident.
Trigger.
Yep.
Attack you.
Block.
Yeah. Go ahead. Luckily it's not Rabble Master because Rabble Master makes all goblins swing, so I would have lost my 2/2 instead. Play Gitrog. Yeah.
Uptick.
Well, I guess Bridge is coming in handy this game.
Yeah.
It's a 5/5 or a 4/4? It's a 5/5, isn't it?
Yeah.
God, I love Vital Force so much.
Go ahead.
Untap. Draw for turn.
Yes.
That's not a red source. I'm just going to literally get stuck with their cards in hand and die. Go to combat,
Sure.
trigger,
Block.
attack, yeah. Pass turn.
Untap. Upkeep.
What do I have from that?
Sack this off. Draw a card.
Sure.
Down tick.
Sure.
3, so she's on 4. I'm going to get Dryad Arbor back. I think. Oh no, I'm going to get Play the
Fetch
Delta back.
land, yeah, that seems very good.
Play the fetch land.
Yeah.
Crack the fetch land.
Yep.
Trigger. Draw a card. That goes first, right? And then I fetch it?
So this doesn't stack, you draw, because that goes in the stack after you've activated this.
Yeah.
And resolve downwards, you draw, then search.
Draw. Okay, cool. That'll do. That'll do. That'll do.
The fun thing is, John, I've got a Blood Moon in hand, which weirdly turned off this,
Yeah.
and it turned off Lily.
Yeah.
So that's why I was like, well, do I just name this? Because if you hit 5th London, you play it.
Yeah.
If you don't hit 5th London, you play Lily, and Lily's just killing these. So that was really irritating, because the one off Blood Moon would have been actually really fucking good there if I'd hit the red source. But I didn't.
Lily?
Yep. Assassin's Trophy this.
Assassin's Trophy this.
Oh, go get a red land! Ooh, boy!
Plus Lily on...
Careful, you let me attack through the bridge.
That's the point, actually. That's not a bad point. I'm just going to... Wait, what is...
No, I'm kidding. They made them 0 in the front end. Attacking with a 0 creature when you've got a 6/6 seems
Yeah,
bad,
you can't
right?
pump them after. Well, you can mental them afterwards, but you still can't attack.
Well, I've got 3 cards in hand, so I can attack the bridge
Yeah.
anyway. I was kind of being sarcastic. The war boss.
Oh,
Sure.
what boss?
No, just Gogoro Charm.
Yes. She's been activated. Get Rock Monster's just going to sit here and keep me alive. Go ahead.
Draw for turn.
Yep.
Oh, baby! I'll take 2. Play Blood Moon.
Sure.
Okay, my land's no longer hurt. Got there.
I mean, the one last little stinger, just in case.
Go to combat.
Yep.
Attack.
Block.
Sure. Go ahead.
Untap. Sack this. Draw a card. Draw for turn.
Did you draw for turn last turn?
I probably didn't.
We apologise at home for the lack of professional Magic play on this channel.
Here we go. Now, here's a spicy card.
Is there more growth there?
No. Nissa, Steward of Elements.
Boo! Now, look how many walkers you've got in play. Where's my Spike? Oh, Spike is gone, isn't it?
So, plus
Yep.
to go to 5.
Yep.
Plus to go to 5. Untap islands.
Scry 2.
I'm gonna plus to scry 2.
Fuck me in the shitter.
There you go, friends. There you
Is
go,
one of them
friends.
It's not more Drotho, is it?
I'm gonna put that on top. I'm gonna put that on top.
It's gonna be a deed, isn't it?
And I'm going to pass turn.
Sure, untap.
This is a creature.
Well, deed just kills me, so there's no playing around deed at this point. I guess I just play cards in my hand. Here's a Trinosphere.
Okay. Just, here you go.
Hit assemble a lock that fails miserably to defeat deed. Make a dude attack.
Block.
Oh.
Oh.
Go ahead.
Untap. Sacrifice this Underground Sea.
Draw a card.
Draw a card. Draw for turn. Let's do that. I'm going to play the deed that I scried to the top.
Yeah, seems good. Oh, you can't pop it for 3 this turn. Oh, you can pop it for 3
Down
this turn.
tick down to 2. Put this.
Wait, down tick. Oh, this one to 2.
Down
Sure,
tick.
sure,
Brilliant.
sure,
Return this
sure.
back to my hand. Play this.
Yep.
Sack this. Draw a
card.
card.
Get rock, yeah.
Get a land. That was a Delta, right? So I can get this. You've got a Blood Moon, so I can't use that.
Oh.
You've got a Blood Moon, I can't crack it.
No. You just cracked the lead and killed me, though.
Let's do that.
The funny thing was, like, you were so close to dead because
Yes.
I had 5 compliments in hand as well. So, like, you were. Well, I guess you just cracked. So you were actually on 11, so you're quite far. But one swing from Warboss plus this would kill you.
Yeah.
But I was miles away from the mana. So I say so close, that's not really true because I had no red mana for the longest time. I could have Blood Moon on turn 1, but then I only had 1 mana source, I think. Chat. Comment section players remember, and I'll be able to see when I edit this back. But I think I could have Blood Moon on turn 1, which might have actually been correct. Maybe Blood Moon's better than I give it credit for. So there you go. You've got to see Nic Fit do Nic Fit things.
Yeah.
Even through a Blood Moon.
Even through a Blood Moon and a Trinosphere and a Chalice.
Well, look, even cracking out fetch for a Blood Moon. Whoopsie.
Yeah, well.
Right, I'll go first this time, John.
Okay.
You fucker.
I'll try not to do impossible things.
Well, at least we did it at the very end.
Yeah.
At least it's not the famous tarot casting brainstorm. And
As
putting all-
ponders.
putting all-
as a worse ponder. Just going,
Putting all the
I'm
cards
just gonna-
back.
Oh, yeah, they're good. Those are cards.
That'd be real bad cheating if you're playing Stonebridge, but I'm just somehow I've got under 0 cards in hand as miracles. How's this happen?
Permanently keeping a Terminus on top just in case.
Yeah, actually that's true. So miracles it is bad. Maybe you didn't want to draw those cards. I can't remember. That was you as food chain, wasn't it?
Yes.
Your food to him days are over.
Yeah.
You enjoy the Cabal Therapy Vet too much.
Oh, this is too much fun.
It really is.
Like, you do just get...
I mean, I told you Deed was good, right? That
Yeah.
Deed was pretty good there. I'm just like, well, I just died to Deed. So I can't lock you and then get ahead. I need to lock
Well,
you
you
and kill you.
Yeah.
Like there where I let it go on for too long. If you assemble several walkers and start drawing a million cards. Because Downtick and Lily obviously hits lands off of the Lily
Yes.
and then draws cards off the Git.
Of course it goes into play whenever, anywhere.
Yes, you were drawing at least 3 cards a turn, I should
Yes.
imagine. Pretty good. Right.
You'll go first.
I am going first. I am indeed going.
I think I keep this.
Oh god, this is so close to good.
There you go, friends. That's my hand.
Right, this is so risky.
Yeah.
I'm tempted to ask you for this not to be part of our best of 5.
Okay.
Just so we can see how it goes.
Right. Sure.
How do you feel?
Sure.
This can be like a side game.
Okay. This
Right.
is the risky business game.
Fun fact, we stopped to have some tea, a cup of tea, and didn't turn the microphone back on, so I'm going to narrate this part of the video. As you can see, I kept a very risky hand that I would not have kept in a normal game of Magic. in a competitive game of Magic, where I went Mountain, Simian, Spirit Guide, Mages of the Moon to see how effective it would be. It turns out John had a basic forest into Veteran Explorer, which meant that it didn't really do anything. I then offered to attack for him to be able to block with the Veteran Explorer. No blocks, because I could do with the mountains, you see. The next turn round, though, he plays another basic, which is the Swamp. I actually attack. He blocks, so we're both going to get basic lands. And then he Golgari Charms to kill the Magus. Not sure on the Golgari Charm line, because he's got basics anyway from the vet, so the Magus doesn't really do anything, other than maybe turn off my soul lands. But either way, he's got a threat off the table, and I've got some mana now. This hand was terrible. I should never have even offered to take this, but this is a bonus round, an extra game that's not going to count towards our best of 5, simply because I want to give it a shot to see how well a Magus of the Moon turn 1 could go against Nic Fit, as it were. I guess it's quite a regretful hand, kind of like when you wake up 5 a.m. after a night out drinking, next to someone you wish you hadn't woken up next to, and you're just full of regret. I cast also Spyglass here, and I take a look at his hand. He's got 2 different fetch lands. There's no real reason or point to naming one of those, especially when I can see that he's going to have 5 mana next turn regardless. There's also a Merrin of Clan Neltoth, a Volrath Stronghold, and an Eldest Reborn. Eldest Reborn is actually really good against a Mono Red Prison, it seems, because I forget that it makes you sacrifice walkers. So I've been championing that card in Nic Fit for a little while, and yeah, it completely wrecks me in our matches here, because I can't let it resolve, or I can't come back very easily from it resolving when I've got 1 walker in play, because I lose the walker, and then 2 turns later, John will have the walker. John decides to lead with Merrin here. He's keeping the Eldest Reborn ready for when I do inevitably play a Planeswalker. The Merrin triggers at end step, and John gets to put a Veteran Explorer back in his hand. I play a Karn at this point and tick up, revealing a Mountain and a Chandra, and of course John puts the Mountain in my hand, and Chandra sits underneath Karn with a little silver token on her. I make my land drop for the turn and pass the turn back. Eldest Reborn would be really good here. Oh man, so good. I think at this point I'd forgotten that it makes me sack walkers, because I've been playing a lot in Standard on Arena and not so much in Legacy right now. So yeah, Karn bites the dust. We're not in a good place here. I should scoop, but I think we play it out just for the sake of it. And by sake of it, I mean to give you guys some lovely Legacy gameplay to watch. I draw another Mountain. Gotta love dem mountains, right? So Eldritch Reborn's gonna make me discard a card next turn. I perhaps should have kept the mountain in hand to discard it, I guess. Just waiting to see what happened there. I think the vet was played much earlier. I decided to slam out Trinisphere and Warboss. We look at what I'll discard to the Eldritch Reborn, then I'm like, you know what, John? Fuck it. I fucked that one up. Something chronic. So that was our little tester game to see how good a turn 1 Magus or Moon would be against a Nic Fit. If I'm honest, it's bad against Nic. It's good against like Delver, because you get to wreck them. Well, they don't have enough basics, but decks like Nic Fit just don't give a shit. They just don't care. Right, we have drawn up opening 7s, and I'm tapping the table doing some maths or some shit. I don't fucking know. Oh, maybe it's that the hand was really awkward. I showed John that I can't keep that. It's a couple of fiery conferences and a load of mana, I think. Yeah, it was bad. Real bad. So we shuffle up and try again. John's showing us a hand of Liliana's Eternal Witnesses, Pernicious Deed, I think, and mana. Yeah, that seems decent. Pernicious Deed is very, very good against the deck that wants to play like, 3 CMC permanents or less to try and lock your opponent out. Basically, I need to lock him out being able to cast Deed with a Blood Moon, for example, or I'm probably fucked. Deed is very, very good against Stompy and Prison. So I'm down to 6. How bad can it be? Do I keep? Do I not keep? I'm doing this all from memory, don't forget. I can't actually remember what happened. This is from like 2 weeks ago. I keep, I scry to the bottom, and then we get to play some Magic. So I go City of Traders, Simian Spirit Guide exiled, Magus the Moon turn 1. Is it good enough to screw John? Don't forget my City of Traders is now a mountain, so I can play lands off the back of it, and then don't have to sack it. John plays a nice non-basic mountain there. I play another mountain, attack for 2, and pass the turn. With some very violent pointing. John deserves it, the fuck. John plays another mountain. I untap with Magus, Draw a card. So as you can see, turn 1 Magus isn't bad, but when you can't follow up with anything, it's bad. And that's why my hand in the bonus round, as it were, was shocking. Here I've got some choices to make. I think I've got like a lock piece and maybe a Rabble Master, I think. And I go for a Sorcerer's Spyglass. What do we see? We see some mountains. We see a Reclamation Sage. So at the moment, John cannot cast that Reclamation Sage at all. He can't cast the Liliana either. But he's just one forest off of casting the Rec Sage, which will block the Sorcerer's Spyglass, but it doesn't affect my Magus. That's fine. I hope I win this match. This looks very good for me right now. I think I end up naming... I think I just named Deed here. Like, Liliana doesn't do anything. It doesn't get us anywhere. So I named Pernicious Deed, I believe. It's very hard to... Oh, I forgot he just top decks the fucking forest. Well, it's okay. It's okay. The Magus of the Moon is still alive, and therefore he hasn't got that much mana. Green Suns for 1. Go get Veteran Explorer, and here comes the Cabal Therapy to get rid of the basics, and then we're fucked. So yeah, that basic forest at the top was absurdly good. Absurdly good for John there. I get to untap because he can't cast the Cabal Therapy yet. But I can't really swing into the... This is the problem. I want to apply pressure to John, but I can't not swing in. Well, no, I don't think I should swing in here in hindsight, but I can't remember if I do or not. Because giving him Black Sources enables the Cabal Therapy, enables the second of the Veteran Explorer, and enables him to just get loads and loads of mana and do everything that he'd ever want to do in life. Here we go. Look, yeah. Look at me rubbing my face with disappointment and upset because that forest was somewhat tilting, and now I'm in a hard place where I don't really know what the right thing to do is. I think I'm missing a land drop here. Oh no, I'm not. I've got a mountain in hand. So maybe I'm flooded. I'm sure I have some other threat here, but like a Rabble or a War Boss would also be bad because, well, the vet will die and then I will die. So that's not great. I play the mountain. I tap for 3 and play a Rabble Master. I think I do play it pre-combat. And I attack. And John just takes it. No blocks. Weird. But okay. I mean, if he had just blocked the Magus, he would have 2 forests. Oh, sorry, 2 swamps now to play like a Liliana. But instead, he doesn't do that. This turn, he's definitely blocking. I think the reason he didn't block is because he wants to block the Rabble to stop a higher amount of damage this turn. Because obviously blocking the 1/1 next turn means he still gets twatted for an absolute shit ton. Yeah, okay. So the Veteran goes in front of the Rabble Master. I think we actually discussed that at the time. John takes a whole bunch, goes to 9. I think I have Fiery Conflagrate in hand. That's why I'm going for this. Otherwise, I would have backed off and laid off the attacks and not let that vet die. But I'm basically trying to get him to a point where Fiery Conflagrate would kill him. Now, the thing is, I don't think he's got Deed in hand. Or at least I don't... sorry, to clarify. I don't know if he's got Deed in hand. I don't think he has, because I've seen some cards and Deed wasn't one of them. If he goes Rex Sage into Deed, then we're shit out of luck. If he doesn't go Rex Sage into Deed, then we probably win. I think I cast another threat here, hopefully, or lock piece. A Walker would probably be good in lieu of the impending Deeds. Don't forget, all these soul lands right now are just basic mountains, so I'm just tapping red mana. I think I'm thinking through what he could possibly have here in combination with the Vex Sage that will destroy me. I play an Ensnaring Bridge. I'm not sure why I did that. Golgari Charm kills my Rabble Master thanks to the Veteran block. Pretty good. There's a basic mountain. Our clock has got significantly lower now. Without the Rabble. But we knew about Golgari Charm anyway, but we couldn't not go for it. Eternal Witness gets back Veteran Explorer. I think John realises here he can't play Vet to get double Cabal Therapy this turn. I think that's what he wants to do, but he only has 2 green sources thanks to the Magus. I hope I've drawn some real gas here. Like, I don't know, another Rabble, I guess. I don't think I've got much here. I haven't got like a Chandra or anything. Chandra obviously being one of the strongest players I could have played at any point in the last 3 turns, because it would have just been ongoing constant damage and a removal spell for a decent creature as well. 6 mana. What the fuck is this? Am I just bluffing it? Oh look, I can't. I'm struggling. I just want to win, and John's not letting me. So I think long and hard. Let's tap some lands. Come on, Vince, you can do it. I believe in you. No, I realise that that's still on Basic Mountain. What the fuck am I trying to cast? I can't even remember at this point. Walking Ballista or something? I don't think I'm Walking Ballista. It's not even my list. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Oh, it's the other XX spell, Vince, you idiot. So that's a Chalice of the Void on 3, which stops Rexage and Pernicious Deed. I think that's quite a solid line. In terms of the last type that's in his hand as well. The problem that I'm having there, and why I'm on about it so much, that it turns off a load of my threats. So I forget I've got 7 more Rabble Masters in my deck that now cannot be cast. So that's a Assassin's Trophy. I lose my Magus of the Moon. Go get a Mountain. It doesn't blow up my City of Traitors, guys and girls, because City of Traitors only cares when you make a land drop with the player land slot in your turn, not lands off of Ghost Quarter or Assassin's Trophy or Path to Exile. John plays a Veteran Explorer. John plays Cabal Therapy. Sacking the Veteran Explorer. Naming something that I can't remember. Oh, he names Fiery Confluence and gets it. Oh no, he doesn't name Fiery Confluence the first time round. He names like Chandra or something, probably. And then he names Fiery Confluence the second time round because he knows of it, because it reveals your hand. I lose my Fiery Confluence, and now we are approximately 1 million miles away from actually killing him. I think the reason I was in so much in previous turns is whether or not I fire off the Confluence early to get his life total down in case I top deck another one, or whether I play the Chalice to try and stop John's game plan. I mean, Vexation to Deed means that I wouldn't be able to keep anything on board anyway, so... Yeah. Chalice on 3 is a weird one. I think it was fine with the current circumstance of what was in my hand, but now some of my top decks just aren't live. Like, if that was a Rabble, can't play it. Oh, John didn't exile his Cabal Therapy! Bloody Baptists. Oh, look! Oh, look. There's the other Fiery Confluence. Oh, man! If I just hadn't chaliced... I get stuck on trying to prevent other people from doing things, when in reality I could have just gone for the kill. Like Fiery Confluence plus a Chandra and a swing, I guess. I mean, he had a blocker, but... Yeah, I'm often too quick to try and lock my opponent out as opposed to just killing them. Playing too cautiously. So Vraska came down and blew up my Chalice of the Void. Vraska's really, really good. Don't know how else to put it, really. She kills most relevant things in the format, apart from obviously Trina Nemesis, but then again, what does? And her uptick of sacking things and gaining life and drawing cards is really good in Nic Fit. I probably wouldn't play it in like a normal bug mid-range deck, like a Shardless deck or Food Chain or anything, but I think in Nic Fit, she's solid. Card advantage is really good in decks like Nic Fit because you've got so much mana, you just want to draw big explosive cards or utility. I take a sip of the tea that's responsible for me not having the microphones on for this game. I move my lock pieces to the front to pretend they're creatures, and I hope to draw a Fiery Confluence. I only play 4. We've seen 2 already. What do I draw? Oh, what do I draw? I do a lot of land tapping in our... Oh! It's Combat Monkey! He's here to combat the forces of darkness. The Baptists of the world. Come on, John, if you think you're hard enough. So John ticks up Vraska, sacks the Eternal Witness, gains a life, draws a card. Must be nice. Must be nice. We've got Liliana the Last Hope coming now. Potentially down to can get Eternal Witness back, I'd imagine. That's what I would do. Yep, Liliana's here. Liliana down ticks, milling a Scoos. Scoos makes John pause a little bit because Scoos is obviously very good when you're on 4 life, but he decides to go for the Eternal Witness instead. He plays the Eternal Witness, I believe. He's got to be careful because cracking his fetch land, he takes it down to 2, which makes more things lethal. If he stays above 2, then Chandra can't kill him, for example, and Pir and Kieran can't kill him off the top with an out-of-act sacrifice. So John's managing his mana. He decided to get Screws back instead of Eternal Witness in the end. Makes a land drop. Oh, there's a Pir floating around in his hand. Oh, there's 2 Pirs floating around in his hand. Come on, John. Just do it. Do it. Oh no, he just eats 2 things out of the graveyard. He wants to get outside the fire confidence range, which is completely fair enough. On my turn, I draw a card, and I tap a load of mana, and I cast a really big... another Chalice for 3. As if that's really going to help me. I mean, I guess he can't attack at the moment without losing his Vraska to destroy the Ensnaring Bridge, but... Okay, he eats a Veteran Explorer out of his graveyard to gain a life. And then he think he casts Pir at this point? No, he can't cast Pir because of the Chalice. John's not that bad at Magic, Vince. God. Toothy. It now triggers, and he doesn't go searching. I remind him of the trigger, and he fails to find, which now tells me about the hand. So at this point, I now know that both Pirs are in his hand. I start to shake my foot, like I have done throughout this fucking video, to make the camera shake, and movie studio's not playing poor with stabilization, so whatever. Hope you aren't motion sick, kids. He even shows me 2 Pirs and a Vex Age, so the Chalice on 3 isn't terrible. But, like, Vraska can unlock that at any point that he wants to. This is where the fun begins for John. He ticks up Vraska, sacks a land, gains a life, draws a card, triggers Toothy and puts a counter on it. Well, seems good. Seems good. He upticks Liliana to shrink the front end of my Simian Spirit Guide, which allows it to attack underneath the Ensnaring Bridge. But a 0/1 attack is not all that hot, really. Okay. I want to draw some gas. Do I draw gas? I don't think I do. I think this goes horribly south from here. John is having all this fun. Look how many dice he's got in play. Often in the game of Magic, if you've got more dice in play than your opponent, you're probably winning. It's a very fair... As much as the game is not even decided by dice, it's a fair way of understanding who is winning a game at any one point in time. Fuck the advantage bar. We just got a dice bar. Oh, he drew a fucking Gitrog. Wowza! Wastelands my land. Draws a card. Misses a Pir trigger. A Toothy trigger. I remind him of the Toothy trigger for Gitrog. Do I remind him of the Vraska one? Yep, he remembers himself. I mean, these are all relatively new cards as well, so you got to bear with us. John's graveyard looks like someone else's lands, because there's so many lands in there. God, Gitrog is so good. He grinds harder than a particularly horny man who on Grinder. I don't know, I was trying to make a joke about Grinder, but I couldn't think of one off the top of my head. Yeah, he down-ticks Vraska, blows up my Chalice. He's waving his hands around like a madman. I don't know if that's because he wants me to scoop at this point, because, like, well, he's having fun. He casts Pir, which he... Oh, okay. He's throwing his hands around because he should have played Pir. He should have done that. He should have done that way before now. To sequence it better. Did he just uptick Vraska and downtick Vraska in the same turn? Or did I miss something? Okay, I draw a Chandra. I draw it way, way too late. Like, what does she even fucking do here? She can't even, like, finish off Vraska because of the new Planeswalker rules. So when they updated the Planeswalker rules for, like, I'll probably moan about this later in the video as well. I moan about it a lot when it comes to this deck. That certain cards don't target players or can't be redirected to Planeswalkers anymore. So Chandra just shoots face and can't be redirected to Planeswalkers. Same with Fiery Confidence. Fiery Confidence can't kill Planeswalkers either. So Mono Red Prison has got some real fucking serious debuffs in recent months and recent years with the rules changes and shit. I uptick Chandra in the hope of finding pure gas. No, that's a lock piece. I shoot John for 2. Keep that in exile. I weep probably at this point because this has not gone my way at all. John untaps with like all the fun toys. So trigger for Gitrog, sacks a land, draws a card, triggers Toothy. Replacement effect of Pir, put 2 counters on Toothy. Fuck my old boots. He draws a card for the turn, and then we go up to 7 counters on Toothy. So I have played some Pir and Toothy Nic Fit for the channel, but the video didn't go so well, so I just didn't bother making a video about them. I was quite annoyed at the deck. Me and John did a lot of talking about lists over the course of the week of the GP Liverpool, where he played this for the first time. So maybe we're happy with where it's at the moment. I might build it again and give it another shot for a video, because Pir and Toothy are pet cards of mine for sure. It's the Green Suns for 4. I think he's just fucking about now, if I'm completely honest. That's a Merrin. You know, because reasons, I guess. Oh, what the fuck. I mean, green Rexage is in hand. So Rexage my Ensteric Bridge and twat me upside the face with a load of creatures. That's a pretty good way of killing me, you know. I mean, Pir is currently a 8/8. Scoo's a 4/4, and of course Gitrog is a 6/6. It's a lot of power on board. A lot of power. I don't know why he got Mirror in there. I think he's just having his cake and eating it, the cheeky bastard. I would do exactly the same, to be fair. We're deliberating over something. I think we're just discussing like how things went horribly wrong. I think I'm telling him that he should be down decking Liliana to see if he hits lands or for Gitrog to draw cards. And he doesn't. And now he's like, why did I listen to Vince? What a fucking prick. But I was like, go big or go home. If you aren't going to try and make that Pir as big as possible, then, you know, are you even living? Are you even living, you know? John makes his land drop for the turn. Which basically reads lose 1 life, draw a card. I don't even know if he's got any fetchable lands left in his deck, if I'm honest. He just doesn't want to die, but he's got those green mana up and there's like creatures in his bin, so like he's not going to get killed by a Conflagrate. I mean, if I drop deck a Conflagrate here, that's 8 damage plus the Chandra, but he can just Rexage the bridge and kill the Chandra. He ticks up Vraska, sacrifices of this fetch land to gain life and draw a card. Well, draw 2 cards actually, because of Gitrog. So he puts 4 counters on this Toothy now. Wow, Toothy is so much fun. John's hand looks like my library at this point in time. Has he made both land drops this turn? I can't remember. He has 2 land drops because of Gitrog. I'm telling the camera something. I don't fucking know why. Or what, should I say? He's got a decay for the bridge as well. Jesus wept. I think I'm telling him to, like, sack the Toothy to the Vraska and imagine volleying in another Toothy or some nonsense. I'm just talking shit like I normally do. Gitrog comes in. Merrin can't come in because she's summoning sick. Toothy comes in and Scavenging Scoos comes in. Oh no, Scoos stays back. I block the big one. Takes 6. He attacks me, not Chandra, which actually gives me an out here. Like, this puts him on 7. He's now dead to Chandra plus a Conflagrate. So, I don't know if that was strictly the right way to do it, John. Oh, I'm sorry if I sound tired. It's just, the Christmas period is a tiring time for all of us, right? Tick up Chandra. Oh, look at how upset I am. If they were the other way around, John would be dead. If I'd drawn Conflagrate that I could cast and then reveal the Trinisphere and shot him for 2, he'd be dead. I am one hell of a sad panda. But John's having fun. Look how much fun John's having. Oh man, that was a close old crumpet. That was a bitter biscuit, some might say. Right. I guess I'll let my future self take over now. Future self, past self. And I hope you enjoy this extra bit of narration here. Let's go on to the next game.
Yeah, welcome back. I've obviously just narrated that last game because we were stopped for tea. I turned the microphone off and then didn't have it back on.
Oh.
Right, time for the last round, the final.
Round. Let's go.
Wait, first to three. You've won two, I've won two.
Yeah.
You've won both board games. Do you know what? I don't know if I should have Bridge in the deck, post board.
Yeah.
I wonder if Moon's just better. Although Bridge did save me there, but you have a lot of ways to kill it.
I mean, a lot of ways it kills either of them, really. Moon is more proactive in stopping me from doing things. Bridge is just kind of delaying me.
Do you know what? I don't think Bridge is good enough in this matchup. Live testing. I fucking know. Like all these pros, like, welcome to my legacy video, and they'll say like, this is how we do this, this is how we do that, and I'm just like, yeah, maybe
Yeah.
this is how these things work.
It depends.
That's the sound of me getting ready, John. I mean, as much as I like my whiteboard and 7th edition Japanese
Oh, very nice.
snaring bridges, sometimes you just got to moon a bit, haven't you? Sometimes you got to just drop trowel.
Just get a bit cheeky.
Oh, cheeky. Right, let's bring those back in. And that back in. Ciao. I'm on the... Come on, all I want to do is cast 3 Rebel Masters by turn 3.
Is that too much to ask?
Or I would settle for Rabble War Boss Chandra.
Yeah.
That curve.
You'll settle for that.
With a chance on 1 to back
The
it up.
Chalice on 1 and a Rabble turn
Yeah,
1.
buddy. Right. I wonder how many mistakes we've made.
Oh, countless.
Like how many things are resolved through a chalice somehow. Right, let's see how we go. I'll keep this.
So close.
This is really suspect for people at home. It doesn't... I can't narrate why it's suspect, so I give you too much information.
I want to keep this hand, but I don't think it's good enough. I think the cards that are in it are too expensive. Basically, it was a wasteland.
It's legacy, mate. All the cards are expensive. Whee! Imagine I had nipple tassels on then, John. Whee!
Oh, please don't. You just strip off, spinning nipple tassels around.
Oh, if only YouTube would allow it. Right.
Yeah, it was
Just my crotch after that very erotic
basically,
conversation.
I had Merrin, Gitrog, Eldest Reborn, Vet, Misty, Wasteland. I was like,
what do you want to keep that?
I know.
That sounds terrible.
I was just like, oh, I mean, it's a fucking rad hand if it's Commander. Just fucking rock it. But unfortunately, you've got like a turn 1 Rabble Master.
Imagine Legacy with the command zone.
Oh no, because Titania will be busted.
So with Thalia. You would have to play her.
Yeah.
Just start turn. You would consistently turn to a thought, and it can't be hit by Cabal Therapy either. So the Storm players are like, what? I guess Storm would have to start playing mainboard Disfigures or whatever.
Yeah.
Or Fatal Push, I guess, is better. Come on then, John T. Show us what you got. Show us what you made from John T. What you got?
I'll keep it.
Sure.
Wait, I want to keep that, but I can't because I can't cast it. Never mind.
Ready?
Yep.
Go.
Oh,
Bad.
explosive.
Bad start.
This is probably wrong, but I'm going to cast Cabal Therapy targeting you.
Yep, what are you naming?
What's bad for me? What is bad for me? I'm going to say Chalice of the Void. Fucking hell, there's some things in that hand.
There is some gas.
Two double moon. I see what you mean now. You bleed with that, so you can then cast this. So this isn't being cast any time. Well, turn 3 at least.
Turn 3 can't fine.
Yeah.
Right, move to your step.
Yeah. I'm getting rabbled. Is that what's happening here? Rabbly rab. Oh, you've got Trinisphere me. Oh.
Go ahead.
Gross. Gross.
Double. What, John? What are the kids at home going to think, John? What the fuck?
I've kept a suspect hand.
Okay, it's well.
The hand going to get worse from here.
Oh shit! I could just turn off all your green stuff if you haven't got a forest. But no, you've got a forest in hand, and you're playing 2 swamps to lure me into a blood moon because you don't. Yeah. Are you that good, John?
I think seeing me struggle through trying to draw cards in order knows that.
Trigger, 1 you. Do I play a land here? Probably do. Yeah. Go ahead. Do you play forest now?
It's basically a forest.
Oh, I should have played the Blood Moon. I should have known you weren't
I'm
good
gonna
enough.
Flirt Black.
Flirt Black, yeah.
Yeah.
I should have known you weren't good enough, John. I hope you don't have a land in your hand, otherwise that's really awkward with the Trinisphere. I guess you're going to Vexate the Trinisphere and you'll be alright.
Okay.
He's like, please stop talking. Alright, John,
I'm just thinking.
Thinking
through.
hard, thinking deep. Deep think. Deed.
Go ahead.
Ah, untap. Draw for turn. Go to combat.
5?
6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Sure.
Tick 2.
Calm.
Con. Up tick.
Sure.
Con. Exile this and this.
You can have this.
What's wrong, Carl? Carl? You're not Carl. What's wrong, John?
I don't want to get locked out. Of the
Simian
game.
sorcery. Sorcerer's players. Go ahead.
That's not awful. So, Chandra's coming next turn. Yeah.
Now?
3. Go ahead.
And tap. Draw for turn.
Yep.
Float 2.
Yep.
Actually, don't do this yet. Tick up Khan.
Sure.
Well, do I tick up Khan or do I tick down Khan? Ooh!
Ooh.
Tick up Khan.
Sure. You can have this.
Sure. Float 2.
Yep.
So I'm going to play... We've got 2 colours in my full floating.
Yep.
Blood Moon.
Yep.
I'm going to Simian out a Mega Slithering.
Okay.
Go ahead. Sure.
I'm going to cast Cabal Therapy.
Yep.
Naming Chandra Torch Defiance.
Oh,
What's the other card in your hand?
The Blood Moon that you know about.
So
This
he's
is gone.
gone.
This is used for mana. Oh no, it wasn't used for mana, sorry, apologies. Apologies.
Oh, I've got my hand.
Should just Blood Moon when you had the chance, but I thought you might just be trying not to leave the forest. Should have gave you the benefit of the doubt, John.
So, let's have a think. I think I'm just going to play Meron.
Sure.
And go to end step.
Yep.
Get a fair back.
Sure.
Go ahead.
Tap. Drop the turn. Cards in hand?
4.
4. Do I up tick Khan or do I down tick Khan? Warsaw doesn't do a whole lot here. Let's up tick Khan.
You have the Simeon.
Sure.
Sure.
Go ahead.
Cabal therapy.
Sure, naming. Well, you know about the Blood Moon. You just don't know about this one.
Let's go for Blood Moon.
Sure, Blood Moon is gone. Are the cards a mountain?
Sure. I'm going to... This is for 1.
Sure.
And then a plus 3.
Mm-hmm.
Scry 2. Go ahead.
Untap. Trigger this at the end of turn?
Yeah.
Yeah, draw for turn. No city of trigger because they're all mountains.
Yep.
I'm going to down tick Khan.
Sure.
Get Sorcerer's Spyglass back.
Okay.
I'm going to cast Sorcerer's Spyglass.
Okay. You've got Lily and you've got Rex Age.
Seems brilliant. You were really good at drawing that Rex Age. You've not Queensland for it once.
No.
I mean, you should be pretty good at drawing for it when you've got four extra copies.
Those are your choices.
You've got 2 top decks as well that you're happy with. Nissa or Liliana. Or his name Deed. Oh. Someone didn't turn that thing off during filming. Oh no.
Ooh.
I'm going to name... I'm going to name this. Because, I mean, you can't cast Lily right now anyway. You need to Cabal Therapy this again, and then I guess you can, but... Yeah, I'm going to name Steward of Elements, because Lily doesn't do a whole lot on this board.
Okay.
Go ahead. So you've got an answer for Khan, or you've got a Get Rob monster or similar, like big threat or answer for Khan. You wouldn't get land on top because you didn't have anything to play with it. Indeed.
Indeed. I'm going to Cabal Therapy.
Yep.
Questions.
Renaming.
You had a mountain last turn. What's bad for me here? I'm just gonna say Chan. No, you would cast that.
Maybe I'm fucking with you.
I'm just gonna say Chandra. Why not?
That's Blood Moon.
Blood Moon. Okay. Another one.
Yeah, when you start them back in, John, you draw them multiples.
Oh, okay.
That's how much it works, right?
Yes, absolutely. I think
You've got a trigger on Merrin as well.
yes. Let's put that there. Oh, cool. Thank you. I'm going to.
This is exiled?
Yes, that is. Sorry, yes. I'm going to blow Deed for 3.
For 3, sure.
I'm going to attack Khan for 3.
Sure, Khan goes to 3.
I'm going to uptick Nessa. I am going to pass the turn.
Sure.
Trigger.
Put
Vet
back
into play.
I'm going to draw another mana source. Uptick Khan.
Yep.
No, not uptick Khan. I need to downtick him, but then he just dies. Well, I'm fucked. I feel like I'm literally swimming through molasses, like an inexorable tide. Because all your cards just don't. I'm starting to not give a shit about anything that I've got in my hand or deck. He was on 3, wasn't he? No matter if I roll out this turn, this dies. If I play this, the token attacks, you block, you get lands, you can then Volrep nothing. I'm going to go.
Sure.
Normal Bus doesn't do enough. Quick Sense Rebel. Chrome Mox.
You can have the Chrome Mox.
Sure. Flare Blood Moon.
Sure.
Oh, Carnival's gonna die. Last turn.
Sure.
Boom.
Keep them up. 1, 2.
Right, battery change, resume stomping,
Okay.
John.
Okay, I'm going to cast Eldest Reborn.
Oh, fucking hell.
So Khan's gone. I'm going to go to combat.
That card seems obnoxiously good against me whenever I don't have a Rabble.
I'm going to attack you for 4.
I take 4.
I'm going to tick up this.
See, now I want a shame skip so you can't get my Khan on my charge.
I'm going to uptick. I'm going to keep.
I have failed to apply adequate pressure in this game.
Go ahead. Trigger, nothing to
I
get.
think the point that I got busted real bad
Yeah.
is when you got rid of both Chandras with the Cabal Therapy.
Yes.
Like, I don't think I come back from that. Cast a Chandra.
Yes.
Tick up Chandra. I mean, this is about to ultimate, right?
Yeah.
Like, I need something pretty fucking good from this Chandra. I can kill Merrin, but what does that do? I still just die, right? What does Chandra... Oh,
She
it's
makes
5/5s.
2 5/5s with flying and haste.
Huh.
So it's 10 in the air.
And you can get Chandra off this and uptick.
Yes. I'll take 2.
Yeah, I take 2, and then you kill me with an ultimate from this, and a Chandra off this,
Yes.
and these, I guess.
Yes.
Even if I shot this dead, I still die to the Chandra ultimate.
Yes.
What have we learnt, John?
That Nic Fit is ridiculous. It is like all of the jokes about Nic Fit being Commander in Legacy is absolutely true.
It is.
Because when
it
do you
depends.
see?
Some people use that as an insult.
Yeah, but it's not. Like honestly, okay. So it can be expensive to build, but I've actually stripped this down. So it's only running 3 jewels, which sounds like a bit of a shitty kind of thing to say. It's only running 3, but most of the constituent parts aren't expensive. Like vets are cheap, Cabal therapies are cheap because they've been reprinted a few times now. Lily is somewhat pricey, but you only run 1 of her traditionally. Merrin's like a £10 card from Commander, so you may just randomly have them. Like most of the bits are just like, oh, what's fun and is good in Commander? Planeswalkers. So
I think that's a little bit dismissive because I think that there's a lot of thought. Well, we discussed it quite a bit, didn't
yes,
we? Like,
oh yeah.
During the construction of the weekend, when we were playing GP Liverpool, and John built the last bits for this because we were playing Food Chain before.
Yes.
We talked at length about like what cards are good and what cards aren't good in the archetype, and we talked about how Last Hope is better than Veil in the main board. We talked about how you weren't sure if you should be playing Force of Will, and I said why bother. But yes, for people, he's a blue deck that isn't playing Force of Will, and that sounds insane. But you don't have to play Force of Will. It's
No, not at all.
One of the golden cows.
And-
And then you were talking about Brainstorms. I was saying, well, if you're going to play Pir and Toothy,
Well-
you should be definitely playing Brainstorm. And Brainstorm's also very good when you're shuffling your deck a lot.
This is the contentious thing. So that's 4 cards.
But to finish my point before we move on, is that
Yeah.
I think you do have to put thought into what you're getting, like what cards are good for what matchups and things like that. You can't always just slam your favourite commander card. You can't just put like a Woodfall Primus in there or like an Avengers End card plus a Kratenhof. Because as you saw, for the most part, apart from when you're playing decks that are trying to lock you down and slow you down, you don't necessarily get to 7 and 8 mana, and you very rarely get to 6 consistently. So your threats in a Nic Fit deck should be 4 and 5. There's be cards that are difficult for the metagame or just Legacy in general to deal with. So Thragtusk, Cigaras, and Planeswalkers, for example. Like Miracles, historically and famously, struggles to deal with Planeswalkers.
Yes.
And what you did was you cut 1 drop because of Chalice. And you...
Yes, absolutely. So as much as it hurts, cutting the Brainstorms made the most sense. I wanted to keep all the interaction I had.
Might be one of the few matchups in the format where you cut them. Apart from maybe Pox that's playing like Chains and Mephistopheles main.
You don't want to be drawing cards you don't want to be drawing extra cards into chains, and then a Cabal Therapy because you empty your hand fast enough for it not to necessarily always be good. But you do still want to see it. So going down to
it's also
3.
it's part of your engine.
Yes,
I mean,
exactly.
I don't know how good this is, but it's better than these, I guess.
I mean, it's an alternate version of pressure that goes around bridge.
Yeah.
Because basically it means I can just nuke half your board.
Yeah,
which is nice.
definitely. Like, I mean, I've destroyed Snare Bridges with Liliana out before.
Yeah.
But other than that, yeah, I think that's probably fine. It's probably much better than this.
Yeah, so this kills Goblin tokens and moons.
It does, unfortunately.
This kills all of your lock pieces.
It's the first time I ever played a zombie deck. That's like weak to Kagari Charm.
Yeah.
Because normally I'm playing like Sim products and shit like that.
Yeah.
And now I'm like, oh, my 1/1's all done.
Yeah. That just kills most of your lock pieces. I don't think anything's over 4. I mean, Khan and Chandra can't really have over 4.
Yeah. So that's the way you can discuss Abrupt Decay. For those of you at home are looking at this and thinking, what the fuck is this? This is just a Japanese Abrupt Decay. Comparing Abrupt Decay to Assassin's Trophy, because Assassin's Trophy kills Planeswalkers and Abrupt Decay does not. Well, it does, but it doesn't kill the Planeswalkers that Stumpy plays.
This is also, I mean, for the times it counts, uncounterable also.
Yeah, because often you will try and play a Chalice or a Void on 2 to protect stuff from Assassin's Trophies.
Yes, and you can still cast this into it,
Yeah.
Thrag Tusk, because obviously you want the life gain. And then, I cut the Brainstorms because Chalice on 1, you don't want to be stuck with these. I mean, particularly because the deck doesn't really do anything. But these don't really do anything if you can't cast them. You're not like selling them to Force of Will. You can't shuffle them away because obviously Brainstorm you can't cast.
Exactly, and that's another point about the Force of Will conversation, is that we were talking about Force of Will, weren't we, whether or not we should play it. And I was saying that we need more blue cards to play Force of Will, and you won't play enough blue cards.
No.
You want to play the real Nic Fit deck, but with like some blue spice, like Mordrotha, Nissa, the ex-Nissa, and Pir and Toothy.
Yeah.
What are the other blue cards? Are they the main ones?
So I took Leovold out of the main. I
don't know if that's right.
Okay.
I think having access to a Leovold, because on the drive over I was thinking like comparing the Bug versus the Abzan. Fucking hate the word Abzan. A Bug versus Junk or Abzan versus Sultai.
Yes.
A version matchup that we're going to play on camera hopefully in a week or two. And I was thinking, I don't have ways to stop you drawing cards. You can just green suns for a Leovold, which then makes my Nissa emblem shit or my Sylvan Library shit and loads of stuff like that. Where the Abzan version, the Junk version, doesn't have any of those options. You got Spirit of the Labyrinth, which is shit.
Yeah.
Because you can't green suns for it, so you can't play it in that deck. It's fine in D&T.
I think that's one of the things that needs to be addressed. Is lots of people will go, why don't you run X and Y in Nic Fit? And the answer is it has to be green sunnable.
Yeah, or it has to be absolutely insane.
It has to be
so
insane.
I played Blood Baron in my sideboard when I think I'm going to play loads of D&T, because
Yes.
D&T can almost not beat a Blood Baron. Like GTA is like their only out.
Yes.
So I don't know if that's good enough. And then there's obviously Chains, but again, you can't green suns for Chains.
No. Like again, like an initial version of this deck ran Muldrotha, which
You're not
is
playing Muldrotha this time?
not anymore. 6, as we've discussed previously.
Yeah, 6 is hard to get to.
6 mana is tough to get to. A lot of the time, you want to be casting impactful 3 or 4 mana cards multiple at a turn.
Exactly.
As opposed to one, like Muldrotha, when it sticks, obviously is insane. Being able to rebuy lands, creatures, and planeswalkers, and pernicious deeds to keep blowing stuff
I think
up.
one of the places it's best, weirdly, so it's better than worse games. So it's good when you're bringing against long games. You want to bring against like blue-black mid-range decks or blue-red.
Yes.
Blue-black or blue-green mid-range decks, like the
Bug control or
Bug
like
control and
rock.
Grixis control and that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Or miracles. And the problem with miracles is that it also dies to Terminus.
Yeah,
So it's just actually
it's
really
awful
bad.
to Terminus because obviously you want a graveyard.
Because you want to play it and then replay Planeswalker and then
Yes.
you're golden against the miracles. But
Yeah.
again, so I don't think it's worth having in the ball because it's just too narrow.
Yeah.
Mordrotha is great, but I just don't think she's good enough for, well...
You don't, and also you have to hit 6, wait for it to survive, and then.
I guess the argument is
Go
you
off.
slam it more like an eighth of them. You slam it when you've got more mana open, so you
Yeah.
can play the Scoos at your bin, or you can play the fetch land.
Yeah.
And
But
so
even
on,
then,
so-
you're looking at like 8 mana, and yes, Nic Fit does get to a lot
we're
of
playing
mana.
Azusa, right?
Come on now, Vince.
Yeah, I was just into Mordrotha being
But what I mean, so like Muldrotha, you need to be able to do things into it, which means that you more like need 9 mana.
Ignore what I just said, by the way, because when you've got an Azusa and Mordrotha in play, you can't play multiple lands out of the bin.
No.
You
You
can
can
play
play
one
one
land out of
thing,
the bin.
yes.
There you go, guys and girls at home. Wayward Sawtooth plus Azusa allows you to play multiple... No, sorry. Azusa plus Rabble Activator allows you to play multiple lands out of the bin, but Azusa plus Muldrotha doesn't work the same way. Muldrotha just allows you to break the rules and playing one of each permanent type out of the graveyard. It doesn't allow you to play multiple land drops out of the graveyard.
Yeah.
Just so you know. I didn't want to say that then and someone thinks about it, goes and plays it in paper.
It's not the same effect as Crucible of Worlds.
Yeah, exactly. I can fucking guarantee one person watching this video has had that happen to them in Commander,
Yes.
and they've not noticed.
Yes.
Because the multiple land drops from Wayward Sawtooth, Oracle of Mordaya, and Azusa do not count from the bin with Muldrotha. Right, We've talked quite extensively about those bits and bobs.
Yes.
Stompy we've had on the channel quite a bit, and there's nothing really exciting to talk about
Pet deck, but it's a fun.
Oh, I
fun
really
legacy.
enjoy playing it. I think there's some matchups that are fucking hilarious. Like playing against combo. It's like, weirdly, it's one of the few decks in the format that doesn't have blue in it. That's good against combo.
Yeah, so you can chalice on 0, chalice on 1.
And just affect people.
Just lock throughout
And
the
also
game.
playing 8 Rabble Masters is actually really fun. And playing turn 1 Blood Moon against Delver is also really fun. The problem it has is that it's bad against like some of the mid-range decks. So I don't think it's got a very good D&T matchup. Sometimes you can get 3 Ensnaring Bridges into play and they can't flicker with them all, but often they will when you die.
Yes.
And I don't think it's got a very good matchup against decks that play things like fucking Deed. And I'm not sure where it says against Miracles, I guess is one of the like things to talk about. I don't know. Chalice on 1's really good against them.
Yeah.
But like once they play a Jace.
But ideally, you want a chalice on like 1 and 4 and 6.
Yeah.
So you're not going to get that.
So originally, back in the day, and by back in the day I mean before the last rules change, Mono Red Prison had a really good matchup against Planeswalkers decks because Fiery Confidence could redirect it to 6 damage to walkers.
And lands, to be honest. And lands used to have a much better.
Yes, lands is
matchup
another point
against
as well. So we'll
lands.
come to that for the rules change before that. So before, Chandra could ping walkers and Fiery Confidence could kill walkers with the damage. Now with the redirection rule changing and cards having any target or target Planeswalker written on them, Fiery Confidence can't kill walkers and Chandra can't hurt or kill walkers. So the deck got a nerf, just not by new cards being printed or changing the metagame simply because of rules. And then further to that now, which I think was the rule change before, is Blood Moon, as John was just alluding to. Blood Moon and Megas the Moon used to absolutely wreck decks like lands. In Game 1 it still does, but Game 2, if they play a Dark Depths and it comes with no counters under the new Blood rules, and then they Corrosive Grip or Punishing Fire...
Or remove the moon in any way
Yeah,
whatsoever.
get rid of them in any way, Ratchet Bomb, I guess, and all sorts of nonsense you see in Legacy. The Dark Depths then triggers, because there's no counters on it, and they get 20/20. So I've lost more matches post that rules change than I've won versus lands, because they always just go basic forest, or don't forget they have Mox Diamonds. They have 5 sources main board that they can actually make green off through a moon, and then just play one of the. They play 4 Corrosion Grips in the sideboard usually. Corrosion Grip your Blood Moon, make a 20/20
for free, or for very low effort. Like,
and then hopefully you have to have a
a
Snare Bridge, or you just die.
Yes.
And you definitely bring Snare Bridge in against that, or don't cut it if it's in the main. But so yeah. That's Mono Red Stompy versus Nic Fit. We'll bring you some more Legacy paper gameplay. Let me know what you thought. Let us know if we can change things. I think the lighting was pretty good because we're filming in the day with an overhead light as well. I'm going to get some more lights next month. I can't spunk all the money on lights and shit right now because this shit's expensive. But let us know if you would like anything changed. Let us know if you could read the cards. Let us know what you thought about the matchup, how we played. And if at any point we fucked up, like a Seer Trace didn't go away, or someone cast something with Blood Moon, or a Chalice trigger was missed, or... Well, yes, that's my side of the stuff. On your side, I was telling you when Toothy should fucking trigger the fucking Toothy.
Missing like Merrin counters and Toothy counters. And
those are all pretty important bits to play in Nic Fit.
are fairly important.
And they're also things that your opponent will have no idea about as well. So before we go then, one last point. The great thing about Nic Fit is that people don't expect shit. Yeah. So they will plan out their turn while you're playing your turn and think, okay, he's going to pass to me, I'm going to do this. And then you go, oh, trigger this at end step, or cast Brainstorm, put counters on this, and they're like, what? Because they, as much as they can read the card, or might have read the card when they first put it down, it doesn't go into their natural thought process about the format.
I mean, so as a quick anecdote from the GP that we just returned from, playing in a side event against a bug control player, I had a Toothy with 9 counters on it, and I attacked into a Baleful Strix and drew 9 cards. against a control deck, drawing 9 cards.
Pir and Toothy are legitimately very, very good. I just could not catch a break playing it online. Maybe my build was wrong. My build probably wasn't far from where you're at now. I didn't have more breakthrough in it. But that will be a video on the channel soon. I will play a league with BUG Nic Fit because I wanted to before. But I just, when you lose a lot of games of Magic, sometimes it's best just to step away and do something else. Like, I don't know.
Play Stompy.
Play Stompy, yeah. It's actually a lot more thought intensive than I joke that it is. It's a mono red deck where you still have to think a little bit.
Yeah.
But sometimes you just slam a Chalice and slam a Rabble and just, let's go.
Yeah.
Ride that Chalice. Imagine a Goblin Man just sat on top of a Chalice riding it like a fucking rocket. Woo! On that note, thank you for watching. Don't forget to click like, subscribe if you haven't already, and drop a comment with the answer to the questions I've already asked. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.